Hi, my name is Tomasz and you're watching Casual DIY channel. In today's video I'm going to be making some live edge floating shelves for my bathroom. Check out the video. Okay, so if you watched my video last week, you know I've actually cheated a little bit with the live edge aspect of my boards. So I've got 3 pieces of beautiful cherry. As you can see, it's a fairly decent live edge on these. Now these boards were actually absolutely straight, and in the last video I showed you how you can fake the live edge look. It's a really simple process. If you haven't seen that video and you want to find out how to do it, there should be a link up above now and obviously down below in the description of this video. Check it out and come back to this one. But if you have seen the video or you actually got a piece that's live edge like mine, we'll proceed to the next step, which is taking the boards to the right dimension. I'm actually quite lucky. In my case, all the 3 boards are milled to the same thickness, so I'm gonna leave it as that. But the boards in my case are a little bit too long and a little bit too wide as well. My shelves will be quite shallow, about 10 centimeters, because that's the space I've got in my bathroom. And when we take these boards to the right dimensions, we're going to actually start making the fittings that will hold these shelves to the walls. So let's carry on. Okay, so as mentioned before, and the shelves are a little bit too wide for my need. They need to be about 10 centimeters, and for that I'm actually going to be using my table saw and the jig I've made a while back. If you want to have a look at this jig, obviously it could be used as a tapering jig, but also the edges on these boards are not absolutely perfect, they're not absolutely straight. Hence the easiest way for me is actually to use this jig and take out the amount of stock I need to make them to the size I need. So if you want to check this jig out, I'm going to leave a link up above and obviously down below in the description. But let's carry on. As I don't have a proper vise installed, I'm actually gonna be using my old bench as the clamping mechanism to hold the board nice and steady for the routing. And as you can see, we've got the channel there for a piece of wood that with friction fits into there. And that piece of wood, in my case, actually is going to be oak. I've got a nice piece of oak that's going to be mounted onto the wall, and the shelves will go onto that. Now, how deep is it? Let's check it out. It's 3 centimeters in depth. Now the whole shelf itself in my case is 10 centimeters from the furthest point, so to be absolutely honest, I probably got about 8, maybe 7.5 centimeters of physical shelf storage on mine, so they are fairly small. And obviously if you want to build something bigger, you would have to make the channel a lot deeper. And there you go. So that will be mounted onto the wall, and obviously the shelves will go on the piece of wood. There you go, just like so. In my opinion, for extra stability in this case, would actually be good to add some screws from the bottom. So when this is in, I'm going to drill some pilot holes and basically attach the shelves onto the piece of wood there, just for that greater stability to make sure the shelf will not pop out. And now it's time for a bit of sanding. I'm going to go right up to 150. There's no need to go any further than that. And after that, I'm going to apply 2 coats of oil and probably a denibbing in between coats. And that will be it. We'll be able to put the shelves onto the wall. Okay, so welcome to my bathroom. As you can see, I've already installed the pieces onto the wall. Obviously that's simple. Use whatever hardware is appropriate for your walls. And now we're just gonna install the shelves themselves. And as you can see, they're actually very solid, friction fit, and there's no issues, there's no wobbling, there's no nothing. But just to make sure, I'm going to drive a couple of screws. I'll pre-drill some holes, pilot holes, for these to sit in. And we're just going to drive them through. And that is going absolutely nowhere. And as you can see, they came out absolutely fantastic. They're absolutely gorgeous. And the oil that I've used, Osmo, it gives and pops that grain absolutely beautifully, and it secures the wood even in a bathroom environment. If you're interested in that, I'm going to link the product I've used in the description of this video. You can go and check it out. Now obviously, as you can see, I've left a little bit bigger gap over here. That's for toilet items. So I've got proper storage in my bathroom. So I really hope you enjoy this little project. For sure, I'm loving the look of this faked live edge, absolutely gorgeous, and the cherry wood looks absolutely fantastic. If you want to check out any of my other projects, there should be a playlist just appearing just over here. Go and click it, check it out. There are definitely a few interesting videos over there. But for now, that's all. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.